We have 4 rounds of Modern tonight. We have Paul on White Blue Control and Sandwich on Jund Death Shadow. And we have Keegan in the booth for the second time. Second time.
How do you think the matchup's going to go? It seems pretty Paul favored.
You know, probably, but I feel like Paul's going to misplay a bunch because that's what Paul does. I'm kidding. Paul has a lot of practice on blue-white control, honestly. Like, a lot.
If I expect Paul to win, it's on blue-white.
Yeah. Although he was on camera the other week with the, was it Blue-Black Fairies with, like, a bunch of ninjas, like Fallen Shinobi and everything,
weird.
and he crushed.
I think that's just stock ninjas, actually. Like, not even fairies.
Yeah, he told me fairies, and then he, like, spread out his deck, and it was just, he showed me, like, 4 ninjas, and I was like, I didn't see a single fairy. But he plays, like, the fairy seer and whatnot. So Hellfound tapped for Paul.
I sound way different, Keegan. Thank you. Did Paul forget, or not Paul, did Sandwich forget to reveal Luris, or is that deck not playing Luris? Isn't that, like, the whole point of the deck?
Oh, I believe I see a card in the corner, so we might have it revealed.
Oh, like,
on the
right up above that deck. Yeah. So what, Paul's got Force, Snap, Logic Knot, 2 lands.
2 Fielder Runes, yeah.
That hand seems like a really bad keep, dude.
It seems awfully. Blind? I don't know. I mean, it's... No, actually, yeah, that's awful. Because you can't even cast that Logic Net at any point early.
I mean, turn 4, you're on tap
Turn
with
4,
Island.
yeah.
You crack your field. Wow, that's fucking terrible. So what are you taking here? Snapcaster, right?
Yeah, Snapcaster, yeah. Yeah, no, that hand seems really weird.
I don't know, maybe he thought Sandwich was playing something different. Like he's trying to...
Yeah, another
on
position.
Him. Paul didn't opt.
Do you not opt? Yeah. Right, you try to opt there to try to find a blue source, right? There's no reason not to.
Yeah, right? Especially if it's a...
Yeah.
Like, if you hit, like... Assuming that list is playing Jason Big Tab, like, if you play, like, a real answer...
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to, like, have an answer get ripped.
But, like...
I don't know.
I feel like you need more than just a blue or a white for your answer. Like, the fairies, like...
Well, like, so, like, what do you... Yeah. What if you opt and see Path, right? Do you just... Like, you force the Inquisition to keep the Path?
Yeah. I mean... it's a weird time.
Unban me Goonga. What's the C word?
Yeah, we don't know what that means. But how do you think Paul feels about the
keep?
the reprint of Counterspell? Because he's been playing blue white control.
Paul's probably
forever.
stoked.
Yeah,
that's probably why he's getting the reps in now. Do you see what Paul drew?
Oh, I did not. Wait, what forest is that?
That is the
unsanctioned?
Unsanctioned, the new one. The
new
box.
one, yeah. That's the first time I think I've actually seen one. But I was like, that's so bright.
Very, very striking. I'm surprised... I don't know, if I were Sandwich, I'd be trying to pump that Hex Drinker.
Yeah.
Seeing that Paul's pants are down, he's got nothing. Maybe he thinks he can level up at instant speed.
That card would be a lot better if you could. That card would be insane.
That mechanic would be a lot better.
Yeah,
yeah. Ugh, main
board. Reinforces main board,
timing.
Yeah.
Imagine losing to a known quantity bad deck. Bro, cringe.
Honestly, timely reinforcements doesn't even... Like, I mean, you made 3
It buys time.
Yeah, I was like...
I mean, Hex Drinkers, even a fully stacked Hex Drinker is still going to die to a Verdict, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forget, am I allowed to cuss? Should I?
No.
No cussing?
No.
All right.
No.
I wanted to make sure before I made a mistake.
Yep. You know, we're a family-friendly channel here.
That's right.
Swinging with the 4-5.
Why wouldn't you chump that? On
Good question.
what world do you not chump that?
That's a good question. But Paul's the expert, right? So
Main deck timely is some S word. That's for sure. I would want Student of Warfare to be.
Student of Warfare
that would be
sick,
sweet.
Actually. Yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of cards that see no play that would become at least. What is the Lighthouse Chronologist?
Lighthouse Chronologist would not.
I know it wouldn't. I know it probably wouldn't, but like there's a chance it would.
No, I think you're crazy. Out of your mind.
That's my favorite level up card, right? Oh, the elf, the one that.
The one that makes elephants because they do Tuskcaller.
Yep. All right, Tuskcaller and the what is it, Tree Speaker, the one that gives elf tap for 2, or.
There's the Merfolk, like Merfolk Lorekeeper or something. It gives them all like it's a lord with extra text.
Is that the one that gives flying?
I think so.
Something weird, yeah.
I had one in my binder for like 4 years.
Modern Horizons 2 should come out with a bunch of level up. That's the theme.
That would be sick. I've been memeing about Ozolith level up. Like you get verdicted with your Hex Drinker and suck them all up onto a Lighthouse Chronologist.
Wow, I think that was another Force of Negation to draw. Paul's not in a good spot right now, but I guess Sandwich has been on 2 lands for the whole game. So, I don't know, man. If Sandwich had a Dutch or Scourge of the Skyclave in place before Paul casted that Tally Reinforcement, that would have been a blowout. He would have been tilted out of his mind.
It is Coral Helm Commander.
Here's the Grim Lavamancer.
I'm surprised Sandwich is playing into it. I mean, I guess he's got to push the advantage and like go for the kill, but I don't know. Is there any consideration to holding back? He's got to grab a mountain, right? Like
yeah, absolutely.
Mountain's what he has on board, but
absolutely
doesn't cast half of his deck. Yeah.
So Grim Lavamancer is just a 1/1.
A beater.
Yeah. Oh.
Go on. I don't know what happened. It's out of here.
Let's see. Oh, he's logic nodding.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha. Just shortcut. That'll do it.
I feel like you almost let it resolve once you... Because you're going to see what land he gets first, because he did the Field of Ruin in response. So you definitely could see that he wasn't even going to activate it.
Yeah, that's... Paul, you have a...
I don't know when these Force of Negations are going to get better in this mono creature deck, basically.
Maybe he's like worried about... maybe there's some like Strixhaven, like that Learn card that gives everything that enters haste and +1/+1.
Yeah.
Maybe he's worried. Like, maybe there's some X Factor card he knows.
Was that first day of the semester or first day of school? Yeah, first day of school. Yeah.
Known quantity bad player. Yeah, stops Lily. I don't think.
But he has 2, right? So I mean,
Andy stops Lily, but I think there's a Luris off screen on Sandwich's mat. I'm like 99% sure.
We can take a really quick sneak peek.
Ugh. Can you actually zoom it out?
Yeah.
That's awful.
I wonder if we can zoom it out enough, though. That's the question. There is a Luris.
There it is.
Yep.
Whose playmat do you like more?
Probably the Beholder.
I like the Beholder. The what's that? That's one of the invocation counter spells.
Yeah, with Kefnet.
Is that Force actually?
That's not Force because the Force. I have the Force playmat. It's not that one. So I think that one is counter spell.
I
know it's not Daze. Daze is my favorite artwork out of any.
Oh, that's the one with like the doves on it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That one's pretty good.
That one is amazing. Spell
Pierce.
The Beholder one is really nice.
Dude, how the heck is Paul getting out of this? Is Paul getting out of this?
It has to just be Supreme Verdict. There's nothing else, right?
Hex Triggers pro everything, so... Teferi could bounce the... No, he's out of here. Oh, he has a path? Look at that. Viewers watching more.
Pathologic Tarmogoyf.
Something. Buys him one more turn. Maybe he's afraid of Bolt, and that's what he's keeping the forces for. Like, he's just okay losing a chump blocker if it means, like, forcing Paul to play around force.
Another Hex Drinker.
Why are you playing the Hex Drinker, dude?
Snapcaster is... Does Hex Drinker get or trample when it's fully stacked?
No, but it's pro everything, so it can't be
pro
blocked.
everything, yeah. It really is just Supreme Verdict. Does Timely Reinforcements buy him a little bit?
It's 6, so
6 life?
it lets him... And I think I saw a Bolt in Sandwich's hand, so he's like timely holding up force. But I think if he timely's here, Sandwich can just bolt because he doesn't have enough mana to force.
Does he not have 4 cards in hand right now?
He doesn't have mana because timely's on his turn.
Oh, on his turn,
and Paul goes to bolt on end step.
Yeah, definitely. They just need to print Force of Will into Modern, right? Give us Counterspell, give us Force of Will. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Sponsor timely cast Lightning Bolt.
Sandwich says, sorry, bud.
Called him Bud. Oh.
Bud's like definitely Midwest slang.
Yeah.
I also had like a supreme distaste for Bud, and then I realized I used it a whole lot.
I use it a lot.
Like, on accident.
Crazy amount, yeah.
All in a sentence with Bud.
Vanishing Verse in the sideboard. That's a pretty cool one. Giles.
Why are there so many white cards in Sandwich's board?
Actually, that's a good question. I didn't...
I mean, that's sweet as heck if it works.
Yeah, that was definitely a bunch of white cards.
Yeah, it was...
And I don't think we saw a white source, right? This isn't 4-color, Lewis.
It must be.
It's a Fiery Temper.
Sandwich being a gentleman, giving Paul information.
I don't think I've seen a white source yet. How is he casting Kaya's Guile?
I don't know. Maybe there's white sources in the board we missed.
Maybe. Things I'm not thinking about. Yeah, that's like a Deicide too. I don't know the last time I saw that card.
I definitely have like 2 or 3 in my sideboard in Soul Herder right now.
Oh.
Because Dustin's been running hot with
Heliod Company.
Company.
Like, yeah, I get where it could be good in like most metas, but like in ours, we have Dustin playing Heliod.
Hey, Will's the only guy who plays Tron. I'm showing up with 4 rejections every week.
Yeah, no.
It's true. Bird taps for white. You playing Bird in a deck that plays only 2 drops?
It's a crazy world we're living in.
Paul's on the play. That could be huge.
I am very excited for Modern Horizons 2.
Yeah, likewise.
Like, the spoilers so far...
Those are some good, chewy spoilers.
They're, like, build-around cards, and I'm a big fan of those. I'm a big fan of build-around cards. So, I am very excited for the set as a whole.
A lot. Like, even... I mean, I hate to talk about it, but Commander players are really excited about Urza Saga.
Urza Saga's nuts. I mean, it's just... It's a land that a colorless land that turns into like an ancient or
a soul ring.
A soul land,
a soul ring, or like
just task for 2. Soul ring, your mana vaults,
grabs
mana
top,
crypts,
grabs top, which to my understanding is a pretty common combo piece, and overall good card.
And it's an enchantment land. How cool is that? That's awesome.
Ooh. I like tilting my head to try and get a better look at what they've got, and it's not working.
Fountain Pass.
Paul says, I can't wait to rip these logic knots in half. Hey. What is that second card? Am I crazy? Is that a land?
Which one? In Paul's hand?
Yeah.
Shark Typhoon?
Oh, shoot. You're right.
I got some experience looking at tiny cards.
So you're taking Logic now, right?
So here's another uncastable Logic Knot.
That's true. What were Paul's lands? Was it 2?
It was Plains and Field of Ruin.
Wowie. Path, then? Fairy.
Taking a win con.
Sandwich is going for the long game. Surprised he
I
wouldn't.
feel like Path is...
Surprised he wouldn't bubble first to look at the top card.
Jace the Mind
There you go.
Sculptor. Inquisition. Cannot take the Jace that was drawn. Take the Path. Okay. Makes sense.
What are these keeps from Paul, man?
I know. They are weird. Maybe he doesn't want to mulligan all these hand disruption spells from Sandwich, but...
I mean, that makes... It's fair. Like, if you just hope that you're going to...
That's pretty sweet.
It's a good top... That's a very good top
yeah,
deck.
it's going to probably have to demand a bolt from Sandwich.
Paul plays piles of cards, but he...
Blue-white, I think, is
If
what
I had
he's
to
known
pin a
for,
deck
yeah.
to Paul, I'd say blue-white for
Yeah.
sure. Sorry, white-blue. Is that Colonnade? That's not Colonnade, is it?
Is that
It's one of
Prairie
the-
Stream? Did that get an Expedition artwork?
Must have.
Did those? Everything has a specialty art now. Oh, how do you like those old school bordered fetches?
They're okay.
I like them a lot. I think it kind of takes away from the Time Spiral remastered.
I mean,
Steals from it a little bit, but
people like old border cards.
yeah, no, I think they look sweet. Does Paul have another blue sword? Oh yeah, the Prairie.
1/1
If that is
Shadow.
Prairie Stream. Or is that Flooded Strand? That's a Flooded Strand, I think.
Awful. I can't tell at all.
Yeah. Just passing the turn.
So there's one unknown in Paul's hand to Sandwich and to us because I can't see it.
Mm.
Give me like creepy over the shoulder cams.
I would love those, but the thing is, the players that go into the stream room have a problem with hitting everything with their chairs. They're moving so much, shaking
Yeah.
everything. We originally had our webcam like for the games like on the table, but people would just be shaking like crazy, so that's why we had to go with the overhead.
I mean, the overhead's nice from a viewer standpoint. Are they getting out of this? Rather, is Paul getting out of this?
It's like the same position. Like he kind of needs to find a supreme verdict.
There's not a very big clock in play. Like Sandwich
No.
is not representing a whole lot of scary.
I mean, he has to kill this Teferi, right?
Yeah, what are some funny channel point stuff you can do, man?
It's a good question. I know we have the emotes made up. I think we just got to put them on.
That would be funny.
Yeah. We had Peter. Peter did them for us.
Oh, of course.
Peter does so much good work, dude.
all of his art's fantastic, for real.
It's crazy. I'm upset that he's so talented, honestly. And like his proxies, because so he does like actual like paintings and like he paints on his cards, but he also does like the printed the sleeves.
The proxy, the altar
proxies.
sleeves.
Yeah. Those are amazing too.
I
Like
haven't seen those yet.
they are awesome.
Teferi's gone.
Perfect fixed sleeves. Like that's just what a crazy idea.
There's a whole website for those things.
Yeah. He is just very talented.
So what? Sandwich has a bolt and some other card.
Yep. Cool to ruin his blood crypt.
Where's the white source?
It doesn't exist,
Bro.
I swear.
It's got to be like a godless shrine or something.
Oh,
right?
wait, that is a godless shrine in play, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think that was the first
Oh my
land he
goodness!
played.
Wow. So what? The sandwich has got 4. You got 8 on board.
Yeah. 4/4 dash shadow, 4/4 creature, yeah. It's a brainstorm here.
Is that like Logic Knot and lands?
I think so. I think it was a Logic Knot, a Jace. What is that foil that he drew?
Little
Oh, I think that is the promo Supreme Verdict.
Mm. It's so
But
hard.
there's definitely reason to put that on top of your library, right? Against the Thoughtseize deck.
You can't. I mean, what's he gonna do? Thought Scour you?
Yeah, like I think there's no reason to keep that in your hand. I think that's risky for no reason. If that is what it is, and I'm pretty certain it is the Supreme Verdict.
Assuming we know what we know.
Yeah. He's like, that's the whole point of brainstorming, keeping your hand safe.
I think the whole point of brainstorming is drawing 3 cards and fetching them away.
That too. But there's more than just drawing
There's
cards,
certainly other text on the card. Implicit text.
Mm. It's a Temur Battle Rage from Sandwich. If he had a shock, it would. I mean.
He's got a bolt. He
Oh.
would bolt himself. Does he have 2 red? That's a Blood Crypt.
Yeah.
Does Paul have a path up?
He leaving the white mana open, but he definitely does not have one.
Is he
in hand.
bluffing? Yeah. I mean, Sandwich has got to go for a kill, right?
But it is kind of crazy because Paul could have just tapped his planes instead of his Hallowed Fountain, but he specifically wants to be like, I have.
He wants to
tapped
show. Yeah, right. I mean, that's a real aspect of the game, right?
No, yeah, for sure. So Paul says no blocks. I mean, Sandwich has the one if he goes for it, but there's I think if you're not attacking Jace at all, there's no way you shouldn't go for the
kill,
yeah.
right?
So here's a Temur Battle Rage.
Not leaving a red up too. Oh, does he not have a red? That's a.
Oh yeah, that's the Godless Shrine. Yeah, he doesn't
There you
have but he's putting him in bolt range. So
Paul's on the edge of his seat.
ooh, there's a path.
Not
Nice
enough.
to have last turn.
These are some weird hands, man.
Yeah, no. I think both of these games were basically determined by the opening hand. Like, Paul not doing anything until, like, turn 3 or 4, that's... I mean, he has a control deck, but you gotta do something. So was that not a Supreme Verdict, then? That should have bounced the... Oh, no, because he brainstormed.
There we go.
Another Jace. Bounce.
Sorcery speed path, huh? Sandwich not
He's
going.
not even finding the land.
Not
Doesn't
going for
care
a
at
fetch.
all. Thoughtseize ya.
Bolt you.
And ball
F.
set. Yep. Okay, so Sandwich gets there in 2.
Look at that. And the Thoughtseize first, just to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, makes sense. Yeah, like, I think Sandwich played perfectly fine. Like, it wasn't anything too complicated, but I think it's just
and he's like, he was even saying maybe I should have bartered out Battle Rage, right?
You're just leaving you up to get super blown out.
He's thinking.
Yeah. But the opening hands. Yeah, that was the promo Supreme Verdict. So, rough. But we'll be back with the second round shortly. Thank you. Hello, we are back with round 2. We have Devin on Jeskai Kiki and Colin on Spirits. Spirits I haven't seen in a while, but...
Well, yeah, because Dustin used to play it.
Dustin used to play it, yeah. Dustin was really the only player that I know that played that deck.
I really like Devin's list. Like it's
The Jeskai Kiki?
It's very sweet.
It still just plays like Nahiri's, right?
I don't know. I've never seen him resolve in Nahiri.
Oh.
So.
Basic Island?
What on earth is that?
A Vial? Oh, what was that?
Seachrome Coast.
Seachrome, yep.
Yeah, what the heck is that card?
It's a lot of lands.
In my hand or in my face, I can tell what a lot of these cards are.
Mm-hmm.
Can't freaking tell what any of these are.
I guess it is. With Expeditions coming out, it definitely made things harder. But, like, you get used to it after a little bit. Like,
oh, yeah.
I recognize cards there's no way I should recognize. Supreme Phantom. Certain cards...
That's not Supreme Phantom.
Yeah, it is, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, is that Shacklegeist?
Shacklegeist.
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything. Yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm just a liar.
That's a really
It's definitely
unfortunate...
Shacklegeist.
Yeah, Supreme Phantom's got it's like a moon.
Yeah, it's like a moon, yeah. Remember when Triumphs were first spoiled?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say they'll never see Modern play. And
People are
like
crazy.
I remember there was a poll on the Green Bay community page, and like people were like they'll see some Standard play, and there's like no Modern play. Just completely wrong.
It's a 3-color land.
Why would you not?
Just straight up Jeskai. Like I think it's like I think it's like actually blue-white. Cause yeah, Devin plays like verdicts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Hand right now, just Kiki Cryptic Snap.
I'm trying to because I played him a couple of weeks ago, and
I know it is like heavy blue, because I mean you're playing Cryptics, but I believe he plays verdicts.
he's got. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Verdict would be pretty good against the Mausoleum Wander.
Supreme Phantom in Colin's hand, not getting cheated into play on end step.
What is Colin honestly scared of to not play this Drug Skull Captain first? You're just losing power, right? Because
Yeah.
you have the Vial with a 2-drop, so
Maybe he's just trying to I can't see his hand, but maybe he's trying to hold up a Queller or bluff a Queller.
I think that's Glasspool Mimic and a Drug Skull Captain.
I am a Supreme Phantom. Yeah, I think Colin's just trying to bluff Spell Queller into a white source into Verdict. It's got to be what it is, right?
At least I was fairly confident that was a Drug Skull Captain. But just the
It
Vial.
looks like a Drug Skull Captain.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to second the guess.
Wall of Omens to draw for Devin.
Second
That
white
doesn't
source.
have reach.
Second white source.
Yeah. This feels awful for Devin, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of deck that Spirits tries to prey on, right?
Yeah. Mausoleum Wander is just...
It's such a grody card.
even without it getting, power and toughness buffed, it is just nutty.
Yeah, I think Colin's just playing it slow rolling Devin, bluffing Queller. I mean,
Devin's
because
at 12. I think if he has Drug Skull Captain, is that lethal?
what he's got.
3, So it's 3, 3, 4,
5.
5, 6, 9, 12, 14. Yeah, that's lethal.
Wow, yeah.
If that is a Glasspool Mimic as well, yeah, that's lethal.
Yes, I believe Kiki Resto is the win con. Devin's just dead, right?
Yeah, Devin would just be dead.
There's actually nothing he can do.
And right now he's
What a
activate.
counterspell won't do anything, man.
Devin is dead.
Devin is dead.
Ugh, rough. But yeah, that Mausoleum Wanderer basically was just like,
You don't get to play the game.
yeah,
Have fun.
just like pointing at him with a gun. Just like, what are you gonna do? Because you have to force an action.
It's so gross. It's
Yeah.
It's a really. I feel bad for Devin. That's what I feel.
Because he honestly could not play the game. And like maybe you just don't play the Wall of Omen and you just force a Cryptic because at least you're not just dead that turn. But like that feels awful, right?
Right. Like you are.
Okay,
Edge
so there is
champion
some victory
chat.
in
Do
the
I see
sideboard.
Noah Braids / Rip Aparts in the side?
Rip Apart is a sick card to be printed, by the way. That card, very awesome.
Yeah, I think I saw like a Verdict in there.
Yeah. Yep, so there's the Verdict.
I wonder.
And he plays like Helixes and stuff. He plays plenty of actual, multiple bolts, multiple lightning helixes.
I mean, not knowing what his opponent's on probably.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's just like, it's got.
You have a combo piece and
Yeah,
like
it's like
some filtering.
snap.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah.
I feel bad.
So that I might have just seen one Supreme Verdict in the main.
I saw one on the side there. I think.
Teferi's have to stay in. Teferi's just really good.
Teferi's good, but it doesn't stop Vile. Like it bounces Vile, which is nice.
It bounces Vile, yeah. It's definitely not like the best card in the matchup by any means, but like the fact that you can cast him and force him to play his flash spells, and then you can decide if you want a minus or plus from there.
That's true.
Kind of huge. Because instant speed Supreme Verdict is a lot more backbreaking than just a Supreme Verdict.
Lost to that more than a few times.
It feels awful.
It's
like
it's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Really don't like it.
When what was it? Was it Historic or was it Standard? Where Teferi Scapeshift was legal at the same time.
It had to have been Standard.
I think it was Standard, yeah. But like it was like a really weird thing to like, I'll Scapeshift at your end step and like Field of the Dead a bunch of things in play and like, oh my god, dude. Don't miss
Standard.
it, honestly. Do not miss it.
Does anybody miss any Standard?
What was that?
Does anybody miss any Standard environment at all?
I miss a lot of Standard environments.
Don't believe it.
Cons Block was awesome.
Cons
I
Block
love
was
Cons
awesome.
Block, yeah. Shadows Block was alright. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it was fine. I hate Throne. I hate Throne of Eldraine with the passion. Yeah, Lunar Scooter was cool.
I always wanted to play like that Mardu Vehicles list, but I wasn't going to spend money on Standard.
It was so good, dude.
That's what I wanted out of Standard. I want a deck that can only exist in Standard, not because like it's low power, but because
Like, it's cheap.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Like that Mardu Vehicles list was. I like Kaladesh Standard, but I mean there were certain cards like that were just so broken beyond belief that like.
What was Devin's keep?
This hand?
Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't see any cards.
That's a good question. I was too busy thinking of
About
Lunar
Standard.
Scooter, dude. Yeah. I'm seeing bolts and lightning helixes and Teferis. That's.
Oh,
I think that's Good, and a Supreme. That's
That Archmage's Charm might roast Colin. Stealing the vial.
yeah. Although it's gonna get really bad if Devin doesn't draw a land here. I think 7 cards in hand. None
7
more
cards,
lands.
no lands. Supreme Phantom, though. I've lost to Archmage's Charm stealing, like, Ozolith, Walking Ballista,
Oh my
Hanger
Ozolith,
Deck.
that's disgusting.
I had, I can't remember his name. He plays Death Shadow and Blue-White. But he's like, yeah, your Ozolith, the 17 counters, all Archmage's Charm. Snapcaster, no target. Hit you for 19. Like,
That's
oh my goodness.
disgusting.
I felt like such a fool.
Remember that time? In response to Supreme Verdicts, you animated your ink ball Nexus. My Raptor, I'll put all my counters on my ink. Oh, Supreme Verdict resolves? You got me.
It's an investment. It's an investment.
That was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
Did Devin miss a land
He
drop?
missed a land drop.
Oh, no.
He still has Helix and Bolt, but like rough.
He's going to have to get rid of this Mausoleum Wanderer, like, this turn.
This turn, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's a Bolt, a Teferi, a Helix, an Archmage's Charm.
These Wall of Omens feel bad. Like, I get why you keep them in, because, like, you're still, like, a
It's not-
Restoration Angel
He only
deck.
brought in, like, 2 cards. It's like,
Yeah. He says that's fine. Oh!
oh, no, Devin, you got to Bolt the Wanderer.
I mean, doing this on the Phantom, right? Like,
I guess you're forcing it. No,
Just before I
no.
bolt. So you're forcing it, yeah, but like. Oh, yeah, big
Jeez.
boy.
It's
Teferi,
fine.
right? He needs land. Teferi would be the sick nasty there, bouncing your Queller, vaulting your dude, but
Bounce your Queller, force you to sack your
yeah.
Wanderer.
Ugh. It's an Opta draw. I mean, yep, you just sack. This is like actually unplayable.
Yeah,
Like
yep. Just like
Spectral
atrocious.
Sailor.
I feel bad for Devin, man.
Yeah, no.
Like, it just keeps him fine. Like, Wall of Omens, Bolt, 2 lands, Helix, Teferi. Like, that's money.
2 removal spells that you can cast and a hand of 3 mana spells, so I'd keep it all day. He's just, I'm good, yeah. Like, the only thing...
I respect it.
Yeah. Like, the only thing there that maybe Devin could have done in the end there is just cast that op before that Lightning Helix. Because he had the Supreme Verdict in hand, right? So, like...
Oh, try and dig.
You try to dig to hit the land so you could maybe go runner into land. But, like... But that's the thing, right? So if you go Helix there, it's going to get countered. You're going to die anyway. So, you might as well go for the greedier play that can maybe put you in it. But, I mean... This seems like an unwinnable matchup for Devin. That was hard to watch.
That was tragic.
But...
What did he board in? A Cleansing Wildfire
and
and
the second
is
Supreme
Wildfire even worth it? I guess it kills Cavern.
Cavern.
Which I guess if you're like really
I mean, like, we saw so many, like, not great cards in this matchup, right? I mean, like, there's probably only so many things you could bring in, so, like, only so many things you can take out. Like, it's weird. But we will be back with a third round as soon as possible. Thank you. Hello, we are back for round 3. We have Cheech on Scred, and we have Ben on Humans. Feels like this is a very difficult match for Humans.
I think if Ben's on the play, he's got a pretty good chance.
Yes. But as we
On
can
the
see,
play
there's an
or the
anger of the
vial?
god in his main board. Like,
Yeah.
Cheech has an anger right now. That's
Anger's tough to beat.
definitely main board when you're not really expecting it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of should be expecting it if you see him play like a Mind Stone or like a snow-covered forest, but like, you might
Snow-covered
not think
mountain.
you'll have to see it right away. Okay, and Cheech was mulliganing, so I think he had it, but no lands or not enough lands.
I think Ben's list is light on the meddling mages.
Yeah, I think so. Sanctum Prelate was spoiled. That was pretty cool for Humans.
I'm gonna fucking hate playing against that forever.
Yeah.
I already hate Chalice on 0, dude.
Chalice on zero.
Prelate on 0 is gonna make me want to cry my eyes out.
I hate Chalice, dude. Chalice is one of those cards. There's a few cards in Modern that I just like absolutely despise, and Chalice and Ensnaring Bridge are like one of them. Like when
Ensnaring Bridge, I absolutely despise.
I thought when who won the championship? It was a member of the Brazil Hiruya, but like he won a GP or like a Pro Tour with Lantern, and it was like the most unfun, unwatchable thing in the entire world.
You see that people are saying that Lantern might come back.
Ooh, I hate that. Oh, what card's making it?
People are saying Urza Saga might bring it back.
Oh, you guaranteed find one of your pieces. I hate that.
Filthy.
I hate that so much. And you get a win con in that too, or the construct if you want. That sucks. I hate that. But so Snow Hierarch's gonna get bolted. Champion of the Parish. No Vile Share for Ben feels pretty bad.
I mean, he's going in blind, right? He keeps a noble hand. That's like perfectly
Oh yeah,
serviceable.
definitely. Relic.
2 relics in the opener kind of blows.
Scred.
I love Ben stopping to read Scred. There's no recursion in Ben's deck, so this is just cheddar.
Just doing it to do it.
Enough Mantis Riders, and I think Cheech has a...
Enclave Territory Human. Connor gave him enough crap for naming humans. He actually started naming human like every time.
I do the same thing now because of Connor.
Here's General Kudrow.
A naked Kudrow seems kind of bad.
Yeah, but I mean it
Dice to Scred.
feels bad, but like mana efficient, right?
I mean, it depends what else is in his hand.
But yeah, I think it's very cute that Ben like covers up the S on that humans play mana is. So he just points human.
Human.
See, this feels bad.
It's not over yet.
It's not. No, it's definitely not. Like, Cheech is now almost hellbent. Like,
I mean, but his deck's like almost built to rip top decks, right?
yeah.
Rider.
Man, that's very good.
There we go.
That's very good.
What else is in Ben's hand?
Ooh, Pia and Kira Nalar. That's a card that was in Standard that I really liked. I think.
Didn't play with it.
Oh.
I've been a casual observer of Standard since Cons.
Okay. That was like I believe I played that during the Shadows block because that was like a good Elder Deep Fiend. Elder Deep Fiend was one of my favorite cards printed into Standard. That was a very good emerge target.
That P and Kieran making those relics look a little nicer.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, you definitely just swing in with his Mantis Rider because you don't want to be able to him to go block next turn and shoot it for 2.
Maybe he's looking for
A Phantasmal Image.
Maybe he'll tilt his hand down a little bit so I can tell what he's drawing.
Yeah. Tap the White Source. Okay. I thought he was cracking that canopy. I was like, just tap the White Source. Meddling Mage. Oh, is that Phantasmal Image completely uncastable right now?
Looks like it.
Yeah. if he... Okay, we're golden. Yeah.
Luminarch's a great draw.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I was just saying, so normally, Ben has put Luminarchs in his deck. I believe he's down to 1. I think originally he tried to run 4.
He definitely like was really trying the card.
Like, he was really hard on that card, and I was like, I don't like it. This is the one spot where I'm like, that's phenomenal.
When you're playing like the aggro Humies like game plan.
Because like he can't even kill it, right? Like he has to just commit to killing this Mantis Rider before it's out of range. Like
Meddling Mage on Scred's pretty. Oh, is there a world where you ever get like text out to like drag onto the Meddling Mage, like Meddling Mage Scred?
That's what you're supposed to do, but we're not doing that here. That's part of the reason we have like the voice, or like we can hear our players, is because of things like that. Swing for 2 says no blocks. So what do you put this counter on? Do you say the Mantis Rider just to force?
I think I keep putting it. Mantis Rider gets big enough, it's not dying ever, right?
Because I mean, he's holding up the 2 mana to make sure to be able to blow up Mantis Rider, but like, I think that's okay.
I don't think he can kill. What's a card in his hand? Can he kill Mantis Rider right now? Oh, he totally can.
With Pia,
double block and sack the relic.
Or I mean, he could just sack Thopter. Like,
I thought it was 3 to.
It's 2.
It's a 2.
It's 2. Yeah. At least I believe. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I believed it was 2. And Kieran. Oh, it is 3. I'm a complete liar.
Wow, and you can play that card in standard.
I did play that. I mean, let's be fair. Years and years ago. But yeah, I'm
like
an idiot.
Years and years ago. That was 3 years ago. 4. That was 4 years ago. I was a freshman in college.
I'm still a baby when it comes to Magic. You've been playing Magic way longer than me.
Yeah.
Keegan, sorry, you old man. How long have you been playing Magic now? You say
Shards.
Shards, yeah, that's
Started
right. You're a
Shards.
Shards guy, yeah. That's when was it
2008.
2008? Wow. And I started playing 2014, so my senior year of high school.
How did he lose his Mantis Rider?
Yeah, what did he put that counter on?
Even without the counter, how did he lose the Mantis Rider? He sacked the.
That's a very good question. Was that an Abrade and a...
It must have been an Abrade. Yeah.
Double block Abrade, yeah.
That's what we get for talking about. Yeah, there we go. Holidays 5. Double block and Abrade. So the counter went on that.
Glorybringer shooting the
Ziggurat.
Luminarch.
Ziggurat making his. So obviously you grab Image, make it a Glorybringer, kill his Glorybringer, right?
You can't do that.
Please.
Yes.
Way to go, Ben.
You cannot kill that Glorybringer though. Oh, he's gonna try to target it, isn't he? Okay, no, he knows. He knows. The Glorybringer meta in Standard has taught me that it says non-dragon.
Why didn't he swing with its other goofballs?
That is a very good question, because how big is Kelsing Malcontent? Is that a 3?
I think it's a 2-1.
A 2-1? So he could just be at 1? Kessing Malcontents. That is a 3-1. That was just
it was lethal. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Holiday.
I thought it was a 3-1, but he still has...
He still says lethal. Unless he misses it, which... Not to do Ben a disservice.
It doesn't untap.
Exerted. Yep. Judge.
He did miss lethal. But will it matter?
Put the hammer down.
Will he attack? That is really what it comes down to. Right?
I hate the will he get there discussion on this. Cheech probably with a great poker face right now. Look at that. Still
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Cool as a cucumber.
Super lethal.
No, he might halt with him back as the blocker.
Attempt to swing.
What a champion.
Cheese toast, you could have killed me last turn. But I mean, to be honest, Ben had blood in his eyes over that Glory Bringer, dude.
I did too. I had the same. I love Phantasmal Image.
Phantasmal Image is amazing.
One of my favorite cards.
One of my favorite cards, yeah. One of my actual favorite cards. Like,
Spider-Man.
Crazy. I didn't even play with it when it was like one of the best cards. Like when the legendary rule was like
oh,
that.
yeah.
Didn't get to play with that at all. Still one of my favorite cards of all
Absolutely.
time.
I beat Amato like 4 months ago, copying his own Dimizit Reborn.
That's so
like,
sick.
I'll go digging for cards. What
Yeah.
what do you got for me?
I love Phantasmal. The fact that it's 2 mana copy anything, just absolutely ridiculous. And like in the spirit list, like when you can like copy
got hexproof?
your Dregskull cap, it's just disgusting.
Just filthy.
Like it's good in so many different decks that I just big fan.
Baseless guesses, knowing that we know that they intend to make Horizons 2 stronger than Horizons 1, and the 4-ish cards we've seen. What do you think sticks around? Because, like, decks died after Horizons 1, right?
Yeah.
Like, stuff is gone.
That we think stick around.
Yeah, like, what do you think is going to stick? What's going to thrive?
I mean, I feel like any kind of cute set coming out with, like, a lot of weird cards makes people... You can just go to reliable, like, is it Blitz, right? Like, that has to stick around. Because, like, people are going to be doing a lot of cute stuff with, like, their lines.
Yeah, Burn always
their
spikes up
lines
when there's a band, too. Right?
Yeah. Like, it has to... Blitz is so good. Like, it wins so many games out of nowhere. Like, that it shouldn't honestly win. And I'm just like, I love that so much. And it's a good percentage against combo decks. Like,
it's just fast.
Blitz has to stick around. And I'm a fan of that. Do we see Earl getting unbanned?
No.
Never.
No way.
Never. Please.
I'm sad that he's banned, because any deck that can put Abundant Harvest in it.
Harvest is a cool card. That is, like, so cool that, like, that card was, like, released early.
I
That was the
love
funniest thing in the
stuff
world.
like that.
Yeah, that was very awesome.
That and you know the deal with Tarmogoyf back from Future Sight? Where Tarmogoyf in its text box listed all the card types, and it listed Planeswalker before there were Planeswalker cards.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think the deal is Planeswalkers were supposed to be in that block, and they weren't.
Yeah.
They were they pushed forward.
That is super cool. I did not know that.
I love stuff like that. Or when a Monket block, there's the card that tutored God Pharaoh's Gift.
Oh yeah,
before God Pharaoh's Gift was a card.
Yes,
I love
that one was awesome.
Like,
yeah,
absolutely adore any sort of like little sprinkles of teasers like that.
Yeah. What was the other one? There was a 5/1 mana one in Kaladesh, the Dark Imitations or whatever.
Yeah,
the
Dark
Bolas,
Intimations.
the one, yeah, the one that referenced Bolas, and I was like, there's no Bolas legal right now. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
More stuff like that. Please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's super cool.
Cheech on the play. Who was on the play last game? That was totally Ben.
That was Ben, yeah. That was definitely Ben.
Definitely a factor for his...
Is that an Eternal Scourge? I think so. The card, the far right of...
No, that's crazy with Relic. You chump, exile from your graveyard, play Eternal Scourge.
Oh, that is sweet.
That's like,
I love that.
That's like that's juice and jam in that
The
deck.
only time I ever played Eternal Scourge was Legacy in the Food Chain decks.
Gross.
Because you would play like 4 Miss Hollow Griffins, one Eternal Scourge. And then they shot Deathrite Shaman, and by doing that, they shot the whole deck in the face. Toriak champion.
Turtle Scourge is Basato. Alright. Ben's going to lose to Eternal Scourge because it's not red or black. He can't name anything with it. That's just going to be a colorless land forever.
Oh, Cheech saying he can? That's a good question. I've actually never...
They changed it because it used to be you could pay... Because Shocks used to enter play tapped.
Yeah.
Even with Blood Moon, and they changed it. I think it's the opposite of what Cheech thinks. Not to disparage Cheech.
I mean, Blood Moon Cavern would just be like the easiest way to look that up, so I'm going to do that real quick.
Eternal Scourge coming into play. Yeah. Again, Holidays 5. Can't name anything. I bought a set of Eternal Scourges in Chinese for some reason, and don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Yep, that is from the Ixalan rules update, so I'm just going to go clarify that with them real quick.
Good save. Look at Ben's hand for me too, will you?
It did work like that, not anymore.
Good save.
Yeah, because that would be really relevant if this Blood Moon ever goes away.
Oh, he's casting the other side of the snow.
The Raideen. That card's really cool, actually. But
if I'm gonna give Ben credit for anything, it's playing all the funny new humans.
I just thought this is like not the one deck, but this is like all of his snowlands entering tapped if he played the other side. Kind of nasty.
That's true. He's already got 5.
I know he does now, but like if he could go like Noble turn 2 and play that would be huge.
Really slow him down.
Those Thopters aren't going to be doing much.
Ben didn't gain his life off the Thopters.
Ben. This is like Dustin when he was playing against you. There's 1,000 miss triggers, but only 2 so far. You may. It is a May. Auriok is a May. The other one, what was the other one that he was playing?
He wasn't.
Was it Auriok, champ? Oh, the Heliod is not a May.
That's what it was.
He had to put counters on when he did gain life, yeah. I will lose 1 less.
Alright, come on, Ben. Rip a mountain, I guess.
Rip a mountain. My white-red humans?
Ben, Kessig Malcontents.
Kessig, yeah. You can still play his Aether Vial.
Ben did win the coin flip, so he is going on the play in the inevitability that he loses this one.
Yeah. Oh, getting aggressive.
Isn't Champion a 1/1? Why didn't he block with a Thopter?
I think it's whenever you or a source you control will be dealt damage, it's 1 less.
Oh, yuck, dude.
I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's worded. If a source an opponent controls would deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent 1 of that damage. That was actually a really good attack. Like, I know it's 1 damage, but like...
He's got to get there somehow, right?
I like that Ben saw that interaction. Is that a Stormbreath Dragon? Oh, I love it.
Poor Ben. Were I in Ben's shoes, I would scoop him up and go to game 3. That's me, though.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for sticking it out.
He's a hero. He's the hero we need, and he's going to play a mountain.
A waste. A non-basic waste.
Non-basic waste, yeah.
For real, when are we getting snow wastes?
That's a good question. Waste was cool. Waste, Battle for Zendikar, or Oath of the Gatewatch Limited, I think is the worst limited format I have ever played in ever.
Hated it.
Purely because Waste was not a land type you could just like pull out of a box. Like you had to open them.
Yep.
And you could get like, I don't know if you've seen Shimmick. He played in a pre-release. He got 2 Reality Smashers, 0 Waste, 0 of the Sears Lantern.
Colors.
He could not play his rares. And that should never happen.
Yeah.
That should never happen in any kind of limited draft space ever.
So, in a limited sense, absolutely, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think interesting land types like that should be more common. I think we should get more stuff like snow covered.
Yeah.
I want like I don't know, depleted swamp and I don't know. Give me something cool.
Yeah.
They've really been pushing the cool factor lately, like as far as card design goes. I think I loved Kaldheim. Despite not liking the theme, I did like.
Okay, Ben's trying to show us his hand, I think, but I did not see any of it. But yeah, couldn't cast anything, I imagine.
Saw a Meddling Mage, saw a
Nobles and stuff, yeah. That card was pretty good. If anything, that card was pretty good.
It makes Angers do 2.
Yeah, which
That's
is huge.
Angers don't. Akudro in play, Angers don't do anything anymore.
Raideen, also, just the front side, again, if you could go Noble into Raideen on turn 2, game breaking. Like, 2/3 Vigilance flying, like, all your stuff enters taps, your, 4 or more non-creature spells cost more. That's not too relevant, but.
Something like that.
But the tap lands, pretty nuts. They had non-creature spells that cost 4 or more, cost 2 more to cast.
I'm rooting for Ben here, I think.
Yeah? I mean, after a game like that where he couldn't play the game, I'm rooting for that. I'm rooting for that player.
I mean, you got to respect the existence of archetypes like Red Prison and Skred, but I really...
Seeming Spirit guy. Oh, like, so I've talked about it a lot. I'm okay with the ban because, like, you're never doing, like, fair stuff. You're never playing, like, how you should
Your
be.
opponent's never happy with you Simian Spirit guy.
Yeah, but I'm just, like... But the only thing I'm just, like, not that thrilled about, like, if you were going to ban it years ago. Like,
yeah, it's kind of...
It didn't get any more obscene than it was, like...
Yeah.
Oh my... I think that's like 5 mounts, Magus of the Moon, and a Blood Moon.
I'll try it, says Cheech.
That might have actually been 5 lands, a Magus, and a Blood Moon.
I mean, he saw Blood Moon just absolutely stop Ben in his tracks last time, right?
Yeah. Oh, and a Pia. So 4 lands Pia, both the Blood Moon effects.
It's a pretty good hand.
You want to know what interaction I hate? Yeah, the freaking... When I found out about the Magus of the Moon Oko Plus turning into an elk, makes me so angry that it still works. Like... And I know it's so easy to just, like, look up and see the exact interaction of why it works like that. I don't want
Not
to.
intuitive.
I don't want to.
Come on, give me a Noble on turn 1.
Give me a Noble.
Champion's good.
Still very good.
Champion's definitely...
Cheech isn't playing. He drew a ball.
Oh, unreal. Must be nice.
Must be nice. I was like, Cheech not playing the game until turn 3? Pretty awesome.
Rip something nasty, Ben. Do it for me.
That's
not bad.
That's pretty good. Sucks
not
that he has
bad.
The Vegas.
There's nothing in his hand that stops.
It stops the Madcap experience.
Madcap?
I mean, you just lose to reflect. Like, I mean, Madcap is, like, pretty cool, right? You get your Emporion or Porion, whatever the frick it's called.
Wait, does that mean that he boarded out relics?
Definitely.
Freebooter.
Definitely.
Freebooter's taken...
Just the Madcap, right?
He can't
The Blood Moon is just...
He can beat a Magus in combat. He can't beat a Blood Moon in combat.
Well, I mean, like... You can't take the Magus, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like...
But...
I don't think it's worth taking the Madcap.
I was like, he wasn't playing Blood Moon this turn because of Thalia, so like, I guess that's fine.
It depends if he's hitting. I mean, it's got to be
Yeah.
Platinum Empyrean, right?
Oh, I was hoping he had a Thalia's lieutenant there. What? Does he?
He can't cast it.
Oh, he can't cast that.
So there's a Magus in play, man.
It's gonna be another one of these games. Would just mulligan to an Aether Vial, right? Like, if you could like see one mulligan. I know he plays a Braids and whatnot, but like.
So, champion Thalia, expecting a Blood Moon, not expecting a Magus. It's good.
Yeah.
Kite, like,
Oh, with the kite sail free blue, yeah.
Kite
that's
sail,
amazing.
like, I don't blame Ben's play at all.
Yeah.
And like I think he sequenced it just fine. It's just that it was a mega, so he had no chance.
Oh, there's an anger for the draw, but here's a madcap. I hope he accidentally just
Yeah,
left
right.
it
I think the same
around.
thing. Like I want a Twitch clip. I want something funny here. There it is. Bottom of the random order, yeah.
Yeah. I was really hoping for a relic, dude.
Poor Ben. Cheech's coat looks like Leon's
Leon's
Leon's coat.
Leon's coat. That's what I was thinking.
I'm really glad we're on the same page on that one.
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude.
Come on, malcontents, right off the top. Malcontents for 0.
I love it. That's part of Cheech's aesthetic. I want to look like Leon.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I mean, again, Ben doesn't scoop really, but what can you do?
There's that Yu-Gi-Oh character whose whole gimmick is he creates new cards when he really needs them. I think it's called Shining Draw. He literally draws the exact card. He makes it. It's new. It's a brand new card to the game.
Love it.
Ben's got a Shining Draw himself out of this. A red human that
Answer this whole board.
yeah, he needs he needs a red planar cleansing.
Hey, look
human.
at that. It's another one.
Wow,
Where's Ben's Vandal Blast Overload? That he definitely cannot cast with Thalia. He can't cast Shatterstorm. Everything's rough.
nothing wrong with playing to your outs, even if you don't have.
Bile, we hit it. He has to pay 2 for it, though.
You know they can pay 2.
Make him pay 2.
Well,
It matters, right? Like, I mean, not really. He's conceding, yeah.
it didn't matter.
It didn't matter, but it's game state. So Cheech will get there. Blood Moon, very strong. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah,
The
right.
fact that he had Magus and the Blood Moon there,
Ben had no chance.
disgusting. Yeah, no. Realistically, nothing he could do.
Tragic.
Yeah, but we'll be back with the 4th and final round shortly. Thank you. Hello, we are back with the fourth and final round. We have Amato on Jeskai Lotus Field and Jeremy on 4-color Snowcat.
What could Jeskai Lotus Field even mean? Is it just like Twiddle Storm, but a little bad?
That's a good question. I see Teferis. I see Nexus of Fate. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it should be. Wow, okay.
This list of Jeremy's like is disgusting, and like the most positive I can put it. Where like
I was like, Jeremy, you've been playing this deck for years, and he's like, I don't have another deck.
it's good.
He's
like,
been
it's good
out
and he's
of,
good at it.
Yeah. He's been out of the Magic Sphere during COVID. He got COVID, basically killed him.
Oh my!
Like he was in the hospital and whatnot. So fully vaccinated. People in our area are starting to get vaccinated and whatnot. So feeling comfortable to come back.
Good for him bouncing back, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Brought me spaghetti. Let's tell the stream that he's awesome. He made and brought me spaghetti. Didn't have to do it, but he did it. So Stoneforge finding Fire and Ice. That normally tells your opponent you have a Batter Skull in hand, but I don't know if I saw one from Jeremy. Yeah, he just doesn't. So Bolt of Stoneforge.
Think Amato knows what Jeremy's playing.
100%. Has to. So that's a Teferi here. And, I mean, you just slammed the Saheeli, right?
Do you?
Oh, no. I mean, Teferi seems safer.
Force.
But, oh, yeah. No, that's definitely the right play
Red land,
then.
white land, I'll force you.
I'll force you. That feels bad.
Disgusting.
Oh, Teferi is exiled.
Bye, Roberson. Oop. You gotta start getting like a little like intercom.
Yeah, no, that
Like-
that actually was the plan, but I need money. Or I need to be given money, I should say.
You guys should do like a whole Oathbreaker meme.
What?
Do you know those like I'm gonna put this in the nicest way I can. You know those garbage YouTube channels that like put out like Commander content?
Yeah.
Do that. Like get like a 4-man pod camera setup for Oathbreaker and then pivot.
We did have that.
No,
we
no.
did have that. We actually had that. Like, actually, we had a decent following. It was pretty good, but that was when Oathbreaker first like came out.
When it was like the hot new meme. When it was
Yeah.
the Tiny Leaders. Were you around for Tiny Leaders?
I was around for Tiny Leaders. I hated Tiny Leaders.
I built a Tiny Leaders deck.
I built an Anafenza deck, and then never touched it again.
I built a Tiny Leaders deck because my existing Commander deck was just a Tiny Leaders deck with 99 cards.
Ooh. So, Big Teferi.
Omnath in play.
Jeremy just gets to play Omnath. That's a new addition from the original version. I love Omnath.
Ugh, I don't.
It's so stupidly
It's
absurd.
very good.
Yeah. Like, Jeremy just has the win. But he just has to decide if to go for it or not. Amato probably has interaction, but
He's got 4 mana up. That's nothing to sneeze at. 4 mana up, bunch of cards, a Cryptic.
a Cryptic, yeah.
So what do you counter? You counter the Saheeli or the cat? Saheeli, right?
Well,
You can interact with the cat.
yeah, you can interact with the cat, but I mean, it just depends on which one comes out first, right? Like,
I want to see more cool, like, I want to see decks that are enabled entirely by Horizons 2.
oh yeah, I would
Like-
love that. Like Hogak style
Yeah,
enabled,
like
but
Hogak
not
or,
Hogak, yeah.
like, I'd argue that despite lists existing beforehand, that like the balance lists
Yeah.
were a meme.
What did you get out of Horizons? Rhinos?
Rhinos is the big one.
And Rhinos was huge.
Rhinos
yeah.
is the big one. Rhinos and Force, but that's not a
Yeah.
like a enabler.
Cast spell Dark Guardian. Flicker Omna.
Yuck.
I mean, you definitely just play. I mean, not definitely. You could just play a Stoneforge, right? Like, you're kind of dominating on the battlefield already.
Yeah, but then your cat's like vulnerable to Tef, right?
Yeah. But you have another cat in hand. Like, the fact that he has another set
That's
of the
true.
combo in hand, kind of just cool with just playing slow. But he's gonna slam it. Still has Stoneforge Mystic.
Snapcaster's looking good. I like this list of Amados.
Yeah. It's crazy because I was assuming it was like a Twiddle Storm list, but like it is just I'm playing Lotus Field and
He's
untap. Like,
he's
fair.
using like cleansing wildfires, flagstones, and flagstones is so cool. with
so
Lotus-
good.
Oh
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. No, this is a super sweet list.
Is Flagstone's Plains card?
Mm-hmm.
So he found the. Oh, that's so disgusting. Finds the Triumph. That's awesome, and he's undefeated. So like that must be working pretty well.
Oh, and Big Tef is so gross with Lotus Field too. Oh, I love this
Yeah.
list. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy, right? Because like a lot of the lists I'm not make, I'm just like, oh, that's so awesome. But then I'm just like, I think of the price tag associated
yeah,
with some of
right.
them, and I'm like, oh, I would never.
I mean, once you got like the baseline shell from like once you have shocks and fetches and
Yeah.
like staple cards, you can
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
lot of funny stuff.
Cleansing Wildfire. Finds a basic, puts into play tapped, draws a card. Is that an Ugin?
Draws a foil that I can't.
Oh, that's a
read.
Royal Scion? Wait, what is that?
I can't. That's not a Royal Scion.
Oh, that's a Teferi, right? That's the special art Teferi?
That is that. Yeah, that's is that Mythic Edition?
I think so. I haven't seen a Mythic Edition card in a minute.
Mythic Edition to Fairy is like. I think that's what it is. If I had to
I
bet,
believe so.
if I had to bet money, that's what I'd bet on.
I was like, that's the arena artwork, I think, but I think that is just like the Mythic
Yeah, that's what it
Edition.
is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it is. No. Yuck.
Jeremy's saying, I wish I would have resolved my Teferi.
Nexus is such a gross card.
Yeah, what? Shouldn't have ever been printed.
Shouldn't be an
It
instant.
caused so many problems. Yeah,
I think if it was a sorcery, that card would be EDH meme, and that's
like,
it.
I'm surprised it's not like $100, right? Like, because it's still like relatively priced, right?
If you think about it, being able to put
One copy, just
like you only need one copy like ever.
yeah,
Every single box of that set came with one.
yeah, yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah, but like, that's not like
That's
in the
significant.
set. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's 40 right now, which is still a
That's-
decent amount. But like, I feel like it should just be more. I feel like in 15 years, if it done for Caesar reprint, it has to be like
5 years, I think that's going to be a $100 card.
yeah, yeah.
I think I'm pretty confident in that one.
Because there's some like time stretches. Like there's some weird extra turn spells that are cost obscene. To
Hate
money.
how much money time stretches.
Yeah, like
I dislike that EDH is as popular as it is.
yeah. I mean, EDH makes Magic more expensive as a whole, but
Did Amato alt to Fairy?
no, you just plus, I believe.
Why is it at 1? Oh, it's 7.
It's 7.
I have no eyeballs.
Hard cast a Shark Typhoon and then untapped his Lotus Fields. Disgusting.
Yuck.
He has mana for Snap and Cryptic. Snap Cryptic, that's disgusting.
Shark Typhoon's one of those cards that's going to be like around forever, I think.
Good.
It's a
Uncounterable, draw a card, make a dude.
make a huge dude.
Yeah,
Like,
flying. No. I saw Shark Typhoon and I was like,
I was
love
unimpressed.
this.
I That is Keegan. I was super unimpressed by Shark Typhoon at first.
Really? Well,
Well,
So-
reading the card, I'm like, oh, this is like a funny haha.
so I played cards. So there was in standard there was like this Drakehaven deck that did really well at like a championship one time, but it was like a bunch of the cycling cards like Renewed Faith, Drakehaven,
Sure.
Abandoned Sarcophagus. And I played that deck for the entire time it was legal. That deck played Nimble Obstructionist. I played Nimble Obstructionist so many times to just win the game that I was just like, Shark Typhoon is just like
That's fair.
nuts. Like I
It
knew
actually
it was
does
gonna be
something when you
crazy right
cycle it.
away because the fact Nimble could be great. I was like, oh, Shark Typhoon is just like better. Like you can't stifle, but it's like it's better Nimble. You make the creature and draw the card.
This has been, I think, my favorite match to watch.
It's back and forth at least.
Back and forth. I love Amato's like greedy control piles.
So this is just snap cryptic, bounce your draw a card. No, I like it. It's just a bunch of value from both players, but one player has a planeswalker and the other doesn't. So
One person has like 1,000,000 mana.
yeah, yep. There we go. I mean, protection for blue, pretty huge right now.
Can Jeremy win this? I mean, sorry. Is there a world where this goes to 3 games? There's no way, right?
Do you think there's a like guaranteed favored player right now?
No. I'm saying time-wise, man.
Oh, time-wise.
Time-wise,
Oh, okay,
time-wise, yeah.
okay.
I realized that I like just threw you the most confusing sentence possible.
So yeah, that's what I thought Jerry was gonna do, but he hit a motto, shot to favor 2, drew a card.
I mean, Teferi can't answer.
That seems fine.
Is Jeremy at 2?
I think he's at 22. Yeah.
That'd make a lot of sense with the Omnath, huh? Yep, there we go.
Yeah, he was at 22. So a swing for 6. Nexus of Fate's disgusting. Search for Iskan to flip Nexus of Fate made me want to die. That was too good.
That's true.
Pelakut's Awakening. Trigger Shark Typhoon.
What's Jeremy got? Skyclave and lands?
Yeah, I think so. Skyclave.
Skyclave looking pretty bad here.
Yeah. Looking awful. I'll get your 2/1 Snapcaster.
I'll get your Teferi. It's 3-1.
Can't even hit the tokens. Disgusting.
That's what I want out of Horizons 2. I want more. I want Ephemerates. I want Ephemerates and Lava Darts. Cool commons and uncommons. That
Ephemerate is insane. So happy about that. Ooh, Jeremy out of lands, out of basics.
Motto's got a Cryptic to tap the guys down. It's like you can't let him connect with the sword, right?
No. I mean, that would put Amato down to 2. No. Activate Stoneforge.
Respond. What wouldn't? I guess I used to be able to. I'm such a dummy. Yep. Judge, he's not representing a tapped germ.
You're right. I should
I mean,
tap that germ.
I mean, I trust the model not to miss it, but he might miss lethal off of that.
I mean, to be fair, Amato has a die on 4 on top of his Snapcaster.
But he explicitly
He
said
did say-
he
he
did
did
say
say-
something about it.
Is a shark.
Nice, slow, methodical control games.
You liking these? You like going at time, Keegan?
Yeah, I like going to. Okay, very funny.
Haha.
Haha. But I do. I don't know. It's fun. I like a back and forth like this.
No, for sure. It's not just watching that Jeskai versus Spirits. Literally one player doing everything and the other person not being able to do a single
Yeah,
thing.
I'll smash your skull in on turn 5. Do you have anything? No.
Is my small amount of interaction better than your interaction? So Felidar
Felidar getting a
Feast
sword.
and Famine. It's a Tail's End in Amato's hand. I
No
love it.
way.
I love it.
Oh.
The legendary change to Planeswalkers. Very cool.
Probably a good thing.
Very cool.
Jeremy's got 2 blockers. Amato has 1,000,000 power in the air.
4, 8, 11, 13, 15.
Is Shark Typhoon non-creature?
It's not a creature.
Gross.
Nuts.
Just
And like that's the
gross.
thing, right? Just like slamming it on 6. It's great early. It's great late making an instant speed creature, but it's also good at just like if you're ahead, you just stay at. There's no way to really recover from this. Like all of your spells just getting double the value basically.
Jeremy's got that Sky Climb still looking silly in his hand. Amato's got another Cryptic, dude. Jeremy can't win. I think Jeremy's got to like turbo a combo out.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be turn 3, turn 4 combo.
I think with
like,
Force, it's not happening.
it sucks. Yeah, that Force was really good.
Yeah,
That's a fair result.
That Force
It was
changed the
over.
game for sure.
There's no way that Amato could win through that Teferi. Like, no way. So maybe we don't need Force of Will in the format.
I mean, I like Force Negation.
Force of Negation's cool. It's a very cool card. I think Force of Vigor should be worth. Oh, I don't know if I would have this
Yeah, we
conversation
talked
with
about this a couple of days
Force
ago.
of Vigor is just like so good. It should be so much more than it is, like money wise.
Artifact decks aren't big, man.
Yeah,
like,
I
if they're
know.
playing artifacts, it's like swords, and you'd
The
rather just play a
fact it's
creature.
like a 2 for 2. It's not even a 2 for 1. Like
I
I
think
know they resolve, so like they can like get their ETBs and whatnot, but like
even still,
it's so good. Force of Vigor is so good.
I think it's more that there's just not decks that would rather decks would rather just have other cards.
Yeah. Your Snapcaster.
Look at that. 2/2 body, boys. That sort of Feast and Famine is looking a little silly right now.
Yeah. Everything's looking a little silly. I mean, Jeremy's going to say go to combat. Amato's going to be like, tap your team, and we should go on to the next one.
Jeremy with 2 almost dead cards in hand. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah. So Amato's going to get game 1. 31 minutes left.
With sideboard cards, I think there's a good. Either it's going to go way longer or way
yeah.
faster. Like Jeremy's going to be on the play here.
What is Jeremy even like realistically board again? Or like what does he bring in? What's good against Amato's deck, I guess?
Why is there a Sinew and Steel at his sideboard? What is
I
that
don't-
for?
I don't know, but I absolutely love it. If you kill a Teferi with that,
Yeah.
it's gonna feel good.
So what's he bringing in? He's bringing in
Rest in peace. Oh, it's
Veils. Veils a good one. Rest in Peace feels a little weird.
So I mean, you play against a Snapcaster deck, right? So like it. Jeremy might also. I guess he's been gone for quite some time. He might not know about Rest in Peace, Nexus of Fate. You might think it
That's
exiles
true.
it.
That's true.
It definitely doesn't, but that could be an interaction he doesn't quite know about. So he kind of saw 2 cards that he thinks it might be relevant against. I don't know.
Is that going to be better than like a card he's sticking out?
No, I don't think so. I would not bring them in, but Valor Summer seemed clutch.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
100% bring as many
yeah.
copies as you can.
I think I agree with that being the only card that matters.
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at Jeremy. I have no idea what Amato did.
Oh, no clue. Absolutely no clue.
I trust him.
Just him. Jeremy says, I'm going to play a turn 2 Teferi and you're not going to have a force of negation. That's the game plan.
Confidence. Babe Ruth right there. Pointing to the stands.
This game becomes so easy if Teferi... Like, God. Teferi... I hate Teferi. But I love Teferi. I think Teferi has to be... Have I asked you, what is your top 5 Planeswalkers of all time?
Top 5 Planeswalkers of all time? Oh, man.
Like power level wise.
Power
Not
level
like your
wise?
favorite, like just like what
Lore power level or card power level?
card power level. 5 strongest Planeswalkers in top 5 in order.
In order.
Like,
All right. So I have 3 of them. Not in order. I'm trying to think of my last 2. You know? So, Red and 6, Teferi, not in order yet, but
Okay,
Red and
okay.
6, Teferi, and Jace gotta be in there.
yep.
Talzin was in the main, even.
Talzin wasn't the main, yeah.
But if a model has more on the sideboard,
I would love that.
Can you imagine?
Oh, he has double force of negation.
Oh, Karn Great Creator, gotta
Karn
be
Great-
in there.
yes.
Gotta be in there.
Yep. So far, your 4 of your 5 are the same as me.
My 5s were getting weird because it's like I'm trying to think of like generally powerful cards that see play in more than one deck, right?
I got mine. I can just tell you mine. I mean, I'd say it's top 5. I definitely don't think it's like... I think it's top 5 because it like changes how the game works. Narset part of Veils.
Oh yeah, I'm not even.
Narset?
My brain's thinking too
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Narset's definitely strong.
But the only thing is that I don't really agree with your list. So Red and 6 is like really good, right? Like really good. But I mean, I think you got to put Oko somewhere on the top 5.
Oh shoot, yeah, I'm so clouded thinking about stuff that I like.
You
is-
actively play with.
I
Yeah,
play
yeah,
with
yeah,
and is
yeah,
like on my brain. Yeah, Oko's definitely in there.
So I like Red and 6. Red and 6 is like tied for like 5th or 6th for me. So like it's interchangeable.
That's a strong.
Personally, I think Teferi is like the strongest planeswalker. Like one of the strongest planeswalkers. I think it
He's
goes
gotta
like
be.
Teferi, Oko, Karn, or Jace. Like Karn and Jace are like interchangeable on 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I think. Karn is nuts, dude.
I hate Karn.
Karn changed Magic. This is the same start as Amato last game. Yeah, Karn absolutely changed
Oh, and
how sideboards
Amato's
and everything
gonna.
worked.
Jeremy's gonna try and catch Amato with his pants down. He's gonna have double force.
He's gonna try to play
Skyclaves
Teferi.
are still in.
Why though?
I don't know. Wish I saw more what he boarded in. Because what did he board out then, right?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Because there was one thing that Jeremy could have hit with Skyclave game 1, and that was the
It's a
Snapcaster. And he
Snapcaster.
brought in Rest in Peace, so...
Maybe he couldn't find more. Maybe the list is too tight. Yes.
Red land, force your thing. Again, the same exact start. Oh, I don't think Amato hit a land, though.
Uh-oh. Amato was asking somebody if they had a Mythic Edition Nahiri earlier, so
Oh, I
that
love
might be in
that.
the list. This is an awfully familiar game.
Yeah.
Right off the top.
Oh,
baby.
nice.
Didn't float a mana first. What a fool.
What a fool.
Maybe he did, but I didn't hear it.
I think a Triumph is so good with Flagstones. It's wild. But yeah, Teferi changes the game. Some people still say Jace the Mind Sculptor is the best planeswalker in the world.
He's got clout. He's got like
yeah, exactly. I don't think he's been the best for quite some time.
but
Like,
he's definitely like a strong card.
yeah, he's definitely like baseline for a lot of like Design Space. Probably like a lot of people think of Jace the Mind Sculptor before, well, comparing it and everything. Like he was the best.
He was the best. He still sees play. He's still a very strong card when he's good.
Yeah, but like Oko
is fucking crazy.
Ooh, that's Ashiok. I love Ashiok.
Ashiok. Oh, he boarded that in against me a couple of days ago, and I cried.
Ashiok Dream Render is like such a cool card. Wish it was kind of better because Ashiok got me. Ashiok's my favorite Planeswalker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the Theros Ashiok made me depressed. I did not really like it.
Like Nightmare Weaver or whatever.
Yeah. Did not like it. Original Ashiok was my
cool.
Super cool. I love the whole theme of like playing with your opponent's cards. Like,
I love playing
awesome.
with my opponent's cards.
But yeah, Dream Render is like really good for what it does. But it's just kind of boring.
The design space of uncommon planeswalkers is interesting. Like,
yeah, it would have been nice if you had it last turn before that Flagstones. Gotcha.
All of Amado's fetches are offline. Is he thinking about force? He's gotta. Oh, he's waiting for the time. Like he's playing to his.
He knows like a majority of his mana base is fetches, right? Like.
Amado's on the play.
That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Yeah, no, that Skyclave. I feel like that Skyclave needs to come out. Like,
maybe there's got to be. I mean, he's looking right. He's picking the sideboard up.
Stoneforge just came out.
He boarded up the whole package. The whole thing.
I don't know. I mean, I get where swords you wouldn't really like the swords against like the cryptic deck, but like
you gotta have
Skyclave.
He didn't have an ability. I mean, I guess if you're like going hard on the combo, right?
Yeah.
And to be fair, he did just win no swords.
Yeah.
I am gonna agree that does feel wrong.
Skyclave,
especially with Skyclave,
I get so upset. That is the only thing. I mean, Jeremy has been playing this deck forever, right? So he probably knows better than I do. Like,
right.
I super fair.
I'll defer
okay
to
with
him,
admitting
right?
that. Yeah, admitting that. But like, Jeremy might be scared of something that like is not an actual threat. That is a zero lander.
Zero lander, but that rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But that Skyclave just doesn't feel right.
So bad.
I think I'd rather just like a loose copy of a Feast and Famine in my deck. Like even if I didn't have Stoneforges, I think I'd rather a loose copy of Feast and Famine over a Skyclave.
Or a sort of Fire and Ice or something.
Yeah. Like those cards when they hit, they're doing something at least. Like,
they're scary. Amado's going to spend resources on it somehow. He's going to attack your guys. Skyclave's a 3-mana 2/2.
It is a 3-mana 2/2.
A 3-mana 2/2 that sometimes you can't even play without getting your own thing.
Yeah.
I love that Skyclave has the old templating. Old in quotes.
Oh, wait, can you actually target your own stuff with that?
I'm almost positive.
I feel like they would never do that. But I can look.
I mean, I welcome being wrong, right?
You don't control.
Shoot.
I was like, so I agree. I like the old template. I like it not being like there's a downside for playing certain creatures, right?
I mean, like the old templating of like it being 2 statements, so you can.
So you can
cheese
like
it. Not even like targeting.
I thought you were targeting like, you can target your own stuff with it and whatnot. Like you can get blown out by like you playing a Flame Tongue Kavu and they're doing something like. But the old templating on that is awesome. Seeing you with Ephemerate, I'm just like, that's disgusting.
So gross. 2 in 1, man.
Ephemerate is one of my favorite cards. I love like Cloud Shift. Like when I first started playing Magic, Cloud Shift and what was the blue-white one?
Momentary Blink.
Momentary Blink. I love Momentary Blink. And then I was like, Ephemerate's just like that, but better. It's 1 mana. I don't have to pay 6 to flicker my things twice. I can pay 1. That's crazy.
Lands, is it Saheeli in there?
Oath of Nissa was a crazy card when it was printed.
Yeah, I still, like, I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's Green Ponder.
That's Green Ponder. That is just Green Ponder.
That's like a green cantrip.
Yeah. That's
it says creature or land on it. It's
creature or land, yeah, that's a majority of your deck. and just randomly gets Planeswalkers. I love that card so much.
That's unbanned in Pioneer now, ain't it?
Huh?
That's unbanned now
Is
in
it?
Pioneer, I think.
I don't know. I have not paid attention to Pioneer. It might be. But all I know is I played Oath of Nissa a lot with Renegade Rallier. It was so cute. Legendary rule, sack one.
Sack at Revolt.
Renegade
trigger.
Rallier, get it back.
Gross.
Like, it was actually really good.
That's fun. That's good deck building.
I love Renegade Rallier. That's a fact.
Is that a Spire Bluff Canal?
In play out of Monoside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your Cryptic deck?
the early turns, you gotta have that Tails End, dude. He's baiting right now.
That is a Tails End right
He was
there.
like, I'll put my tap plant. And Jeremy's like, well, if I play something, he's going to have to 2-for-1 himself on a Force of Negation. Then he's just going to Tails End you idiot. Get that out
I mean,
of
he
here.
even presenting Mana Leak. Don't do it.
Oh,
No.
Hit him with Tails End.
He's so excited for it.
Should have just played the Felidar Guardian. Flicker my Oath of Nissa. Also really good.
Yeah, no kidding.
Blood Sun.
What on earth?
Do we care about Blood Sun? Oh, he's Lotus Field. He's a Lotus deck. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot he was playing Lotus Field.
Is that main board? It's gotta be, right?
It has to be, yeah. Randomly gets some decks that will play activated abilities.
Randomly dabs on Titan. And that's about it.
Yeah.
And Blast Zone decks. That's so bad.
What?
Blood Sun.
Well, it's not the worst.
It draws a card.
It draws a card. It makes your Lotus Fields not have to sack anything. That's pretty sweet.
Or enter tapped.
Or enter tapped, which is nuts. Put her Oath of Nissa. Is that a Vanishing Verse? Well, that's a land and a Lotus Cobra. Oh, multiple Lotus Cobras. The boys.
Saheeli in the hand. He's looking to catch him auto. Shields down.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, he can't have Force of Negation every game, right?
Unheard of. I mean, do you just wait until you have a Veil and
Woo! Amato, good guy Amato, telling him
Gentleman.
it comes in untapped.
You know what I'm actually stoked for? The D&D set.
Very cool.
I didn't think I would be, and then the cards they showed were
They're-
really cool.
I don't even think they're broken or anything crazy about them.
Just cool.
Very flavorful. We now know it takes 8 mana to crit in Magic the Gathering.
That's
The
true.
Vorpal Blade, that's very cool. I love that flavor.
It's cool that they tried to make it a playable card outside of
Yeah.
the flavor text,
Oh,
too.
for sure.
It's not a Quietus Spike.
No. Fuck this. Screw the spike. No, I love that. No, the D&D set so far, very cute. Halfling. That was a creature type now, right? I don't think that was before.
Shoot,
Yeah. The Innkeeper was a halfling.
Goofy.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of it. I know a lot of friends that play D&D that don't play Magic that are excited about this. I know a lot of D&D friends that didn't play Magic that were super excited when the Theros books were added. The
Yeah,
Theros
yep.
gods, coolest thing in the world. When I started playing D&D, I had started playing after playing Magic, and I was like, oh, I can be a satyr from Theros. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yep.
That's amazing. So it's like the reverse for us, and I'm a big fan of that.
I'm surprised they announced Universes Beyond so far out. The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the Secret Lair?
Yeah.
Well, did they say if that was going to be like a Walking Dead thing or if that was going to be...
If I remember right, I'm almost positive it was actual sealed product.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Looking it up.
Teferi +1. Oh, ooh, Jeremy has double Saheeli.
Does he have the mana to force it through?
Oh, Blood Sun. Does that stop fetches? That's stop. You can't fetch, right?
It's not a mana ability, huh?
He does not have enough.
Does that mean that his deck doesn't play fetches, and that's why he's playing stuff like Cascade Bluffs? Or not, Spire Bluff?
Yeah, I guess so.
Interesting, actually.
So then why did he concede? What did he concede to?
I think he conceded to not having enough time.
Oh.
For real. He's like, yeah,
You got an on-nothing board.
I mean, it shuts off his, it shuts off stuff like Flagstones.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Warhammer 40k commander decks, and it looks like the Lord of the Rings is a set. Like an actual, like, booster set.
That's weird. Warhammer 40k, Magic's in a weird place. I don't hate it. Like, I didn't hate the Walking Dead stuff, to be honest, but
no, I thought it was
I
funny.
can get where people would be angry. But I did not care personally, and I was like,
I blame YouTubers.
I want those cards. like Glenn, I would 100% make a commander deck with Glenn.
I bought an Negan.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah. Like, Glenn, one of my favorite commanders of all time. Very bad. Daxos and Melodis.
Oh, Daxos and Melodis is so good.
I love Daxos more than anything else in the world. I think he was printed at a horrible time in Standard because he was printed in a set with Corsair Krufix and Sylvan Caryatid. But one of my favorite EDH commanders ever. And I'm just like, oh, Glenn is just that, but better. Like, but way better. Like, drawing cards from your own deck when he gets buffed up is huge. Skulk is so much better than Daxos' text.
Oh, yeah. Did Amato untap lands with his Teferi? Oh, that's three.
That's three Magic Teferi, yeah. Jeremy said, wow, that's the one I wanted to.
Look at that. If Jeremy had that rest in peace, he'd be in the money right now.
Huh? Tails End. Jeremy really wants to just slam two Saheeli's, but
I think he almost has to like just wait to slam two Saheeli's.
Oh, actually, he doesn't. Oh, did he try to cast both turns in a row? I think he just has two Felidar Guardians in hand. Uh-oh. I think that basically like seals it up, right? If his hand is double Felidar Guardian, unless he can get another Saheeli off the top, and there's no counter spell, but we know that's. So, okay, that was two Force of Negations, a Cryptic, and a Tails End. He did have more Tails End than the Cyber. What a maniac.
Full shields are completely up. There is no. I don't think there's any coming back from this for Jeremy.
No.
Unless Amato taps out and like dies.
Yeah.
Like we're looking for a heart attack out of this. A stroke. A CIA cancer beam.
And a Mystical Dispute. He has 4 or 5 counter spells in hand. This feels like a new player, brand new to Magic. Counter spells are broken. I'm just gonna play 20. What Amato's hand looks like right now. I have a Planeswalker and 20 counter spells.
Amato can play face up and still.
Actually. This is disgusting. Hey, but this bird's could attack. Nuts.
Beats.
Attack with Felidar Guardian, 2/5, blocks with Snap.
I almost want to see Jeremy rip a rest in peace just to know the error of his ways.
Felidar, Flicker, Oath.
Amato keeping his pants on. Shields
I
up.
think that's 3 lands. Gas. Oh, Jeremy almost took the one he couldn't use. Learn the error of his ways. Oh.
Is that a
Lotus Field off the top, yeah.
Gross. How is Jeremy winning this?
He never does. I mean, no. I was going to say, that's another fetch.
Amato's ulti.
Okay,
yeah, there we go.
Okay, so Amato gets there in 3. That was a game, I guess you could say. Yeah, Jeremy's saying he should have cast the Omnath. If he cast a Felidar there with like an Oath of Nissa in play, like he's not playing around Townsend. I mean, you kind of shouldn't. You kind of shouldn't. I wouldn't do it either. Like if you have
if he's countering Felidar Guardian, he's countering.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that Townsend on that Omnath was backbreaking. That really did probably solidify it.
Yeah, that's That's one card and a body and.
Yeah. But thank you for watching. Thank you, Keegan.
Yeah,
for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Have a good night.